The Tale of Empress Sophie and Tristan the Tower Builder, Part 1, A Giant Request. Written by Jonathan Cook. Narrated by Robb Smith. Art by Eleanor Schehl.
Stop the giant at all costs! Defend the North Tower!
The voice of the Empress still bounced around in Tristan's head. He peeked over the high wall, and there was the giant in the distance, getting closer and closer. The rumble was felt with each step, but he wasn't afraid. He tucked his body against the wall and stared at his rust-covered blade, waiting for the moment to strike. Tristan had become familiar with the challenges forced on him by the Empress. He was once a great wizard, but the Empress felt threatened by his abilities and used a powerful enchantment to transfer his magical powers into a smooth white stone. He has carried the stone around with him every day since then, hoping to figure out how to retrieve them. It was the day of that awful curse that she removed his wizard title and degradingly dubbed him Tristan the Tower Builder. He was then assigned to a crew of 100 other lowly tower builders and commanded to construct 4 towers, north, south, east, and west. In defiance, Tristan told the crew of 100 that he would build the North Tower by himself, as long as they took care of the others. He wanted to show the Empress that he was still capable of great things despite her curse. He built the North Tower faster than the others, and it was 75 meters taller. It was exhausting, but he was proud of his success. Actions of defiance, however, have consequences. So when word got around the kingdom that an unruly giant was rambling through the land and on its way to the North Tower, it was no surprise to Tristan when the Empress said,
"If you can build the tower by yourself, then you can defend the tower by yourself."
She ordered her entire army to retreat, and Tristan the Tower Builder was left alone atop his tower to face the giant. Today, he was determined to become Tristan the Hero. He could feel the giant's breath now as he leapt out from behind his hiding spot.
"Get back, fiend! You have a choice. Leave our kingdom now or be slain by my blade."
The giant curiously looked at him, and then, after a slight pause, a huge belly laugh tormented Tristan's ears. "You mean to do me harm with this?" The giant carefully picked at Tristan's blade with its fingertips. It then picked up Tristan by his feet and turned him upside down, which allowed his magic lace stone to slip from his pocket and onto the hard concrete. "What is that?" the giant inquired.
"Don't touch it!"
Tristan replied.
"I'm a great wizard and that stone holds most of my powers."
The giant picked up the stone and looked at the little thing with its massive eyes. Tristan pleaded,
"I beg you, please return my stone to me. You can have the tower."
"Is that what you think? That I'm after your tower? I'm merely out for a stroll. It's a little hard to sightsee when you're this big. But what other choice do I have? Are you really a wizard?"
I was, but like I said, most of my powers were transferred to that stone, and I vow to unlock it and get them back.
"What do you mean by most of your powers?" asked the giant.
Well,
Tristan held up his arms as he spoke.
I had a chance to infuse this bracelet I'm wearing with a little bit of my magic before the evil Empress made me powerless. There is enough magic in this bracelet for one spell. I've been saving it."
The giant thought for a moment and then said, "I'd like to make a deal with you. I'll help you retrieve all of your magic from the stone if you use your one spell on me."
"How could you help me?"
Tristan asked. "Two heads are better than one. And believe me when I say that I have a huge brain of ideas when it comes to formulating plans," the giant chuckled. Tristan looked around at the landscape and thought for a moment.
"Well, I don't foresee any spell helping me out anytime soon, so I'll accept your deal. What do you want me to cast on you? I can make you stronger, or maybe you'd like to be able to fly. How does that sound?
I'd like you to cast a spell on me that will make me smaller. I want to be your size, the size of humans.
Really?
Tristan was surprised.
Out of all the possible spells, that's what you choose?
Yes, it will make my travels through nature much less menacing, don't you think?
Good point.
Tristan unlatched his bracelet and held it up in the air. He recited a few incantations, and a burst of blinding light engulfed the giant. It stumbled as it shrank down in size. The bracelet still had a residual glow after the spell was cast, but as Tristan looked it over, he could feel that it was completely absent of his energy. He then immediately raced down his tower to formally meet his new shrunken companion. The giant was now human-sized, standing before him. Tristan observed the former giant and was shocked at what he saw.
What? I didn't realize you were a girl,
he shouted. A big booming laugh came from the girl's small frame before she caught herself.
Oops. Looks like your spells still left me with a giant laugh. What is your name, good sir? I am Tristan the Tower Builder. What is yours? My name is Sophie,
the female said. To be continued in part 2, in which the duo encounter a man of majestic nature and a brilliant plan is constructed.